So we've got a lot of stuff to go over today about all things Fallout 76, including some brand new information about the Brotherhood of Steel. Some really cool findings related to that. Plus, we're going to be talking about a new event coming up from Best Buy. They should be showcasing some really cool stuff about Fallout 76. And then, yes, the stress test is happening today. A note from Bethesda and the official Fallout account about that one. Then we're going to get into some responses from Bethesda and Pete Hines about the Brotherhood, and then also crossplay chances, a brand new update about that, PvP, and much more. But welcome back, my fellow Vault Dwellers and Wasteland Wanderers. Let's dive straight into the news. Remember, if you are new, welcome aboard. Smack that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification icon, and then also, don't forget, I'm streaming every single day to facebook.com/openworldvideogames. Links are in the description below. Man, it is so good to see you guys come into my streams. Don't be afraid to say hello. All right, so the official Fallout account said this: reminder to check to see if you've been selected for the Fallout 76 stress test on Xbox One, happening today from 5 p.m. Eastern Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Details in our tweet. And yeah, I'll throw that fact in there about the stress test. But yes, it should be happening even like when you're watching this video. So remember, it's also under NDA. If you are a part of this, do not craft videos, don't stream it, especially if you want to be involved with anything upcoming from Bethesda related to betas, alphas, whatever, because, you know, they're working on all sorts of stuff for the future. All right, also, there's going to be an event held by Best Buy. It says, getting more and more excited for Fallout 76. Join us on October 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we'll be talking about all things Fallout 76 with Game Over Greggy, Renee, and the Fallout team. The Overseer demands your attendance. Best Buy Vault Party. So, be on the lookout for something new around October 18th. Mark it on your calendars. I'll have all of that here on the channel. Recap it for you guys, so don't worry. All right, let's talk about the Brotherhood of Steel, which is kind of a controversial subject. You know, we wouldn't really expect them to appear in Fallout 76 for certain reasons, but there's actually some indication that they would appear in this game. We've already seen some hints and teases from some gameplay videos from various YouTubers that have picked up logs related to the Brotherhood of Steel. So, an interesting Reddit post was posted by Billy Bob Bobas, who says the Brotherhood, in Appalachia has been explained in the Fallout Wiki, Nukapedia, and that is such an interesting find. Now, if we head over to Nukapedia, it goes on to say this about the early years of the Brotherhood. It says, relatively little is known about the early years of the Brotherhood of Steel. A detachment of Brotherhood of Steel soldiers came to Appalachia sometime prior to 2102 to eliminate Scorch Beasts and the mutagenic pathogen they spread. They were met with disapproval and distrust from the responders, who have been attempting to create a cure for those afflicted by the pathogen. And it says citation is needed, so that's interesting. I don't know where that information exactly came from, but it is on the Nukapedia. But they do mention the responders, which does have a citation. This was found in the actual gameplay of Fallout 76 during that gameplay event, so you could kind of see that this is somewhat trustworthy. Now, the responders emerged in Appalachia at some point after the Great War in 2077. They were an organized volunteer group made up of firefighters, police, and medical staff that set up emergency aid stations in various towns to provide medical assistance and necessities to survivors. They also created an automated system to teach people basic survival skills such as how to treat water and obtain food. And there's been some like posters and stuff that say responders in Fallout 76. So, it seems like the Brotherhood and the responders potentially have some sort of very interesting relationship for sure. Now, Pete Hines weighed in on some of the things going on with the Brotherhood of Steel here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter, shall we? So Anthony Spiffy says, I've been watching a lot of 76 footage. Not sure if this question has been asked, but it's clear that Brotherhood of Steel are in the game. Knowing the Brotherhood of Steel started on the West Coast, Can we consider this a retcon of previous Fallout canon, or will this be explained in a logical way? And Pete Hines goes on to say, it's explained. I asked the team if they want to talk about it before the game comes out. I also read through this post this morning if you're interested in a non-dev take. So yeah, I immediately went to this post. That piqued my interest for sure. And it went to this post right here by Tagazil that says, State of the Lore, Brotherhood of Steel in 2102, Fallout 76. I'm throwing that in the description for you guys. I highly recommend checking it out. It is definitely very interesting if you're kind of on the fence, especially about the Brotherhood of Steel appearing in Fallout 76. But Tags here has actually broken down many different reasons why we would expect the Brotherhood to appear in the game. It says, claim number 1, the Brotherhood of Steel has a detailed history between 2077 and 2161, and there's no Virginians there. And he explains that further as well. And then he also has the argument about the Brotherhood were isolationists and wouldn't have gone out. So he kind of offers some details there as well as to why they would potentially go out of their comfort zone. And then also claim number 3, the Brotherhood didn't have reached the other coast as soon as 25 years after the Great War. Further explanations about that as well. Then finally, claim number 4, the Brotherhood would have mentioned it in a game made 20 years ago. So, yeah, some very interesting read there. Check it out if you want further explanation about the Brotherhood of Steel. Great stuff. Excellent post. But yeah, it looks like more and more that we could potentially see a very reasonable explanation about the Brotherhood of Steel appearing in Fallout 76, that it could actually end up making a lot of sense. Even though, you know, in certain cases the lore doesn't support it 100%, they're going to potentially find a really good explanation there as to why, you know, perhaps a few members would actually go out of the comfort zone, you know, not be isolationists, and take the trek clear to West Virginia. All right, let's move on, shall we? Let's talk about crossplay chances for Fallout 76. You know, we did several videos about crossplay, but we do have a new update. Is there any hope for crossplay progression and crossplay with friends? So, Jaden says, will accounts be able to connect so progress isn't lost between platforms for Fallout 76? Now, P. Hines responded saying there's no cross-platform progression. Now, hold up, guys. There's further responses about this, so here we go. Jaden says, is there a chance that may ever happen or out of the question? And P. Hines responded once again, that will likely be a part of what they look at along with the cross-platform play when they have time post-launch. So there still is some hope there post-launch. Now, this would be very, very post-launch in my opinion, because of course you also have to consider they want to do private servers, mods. So I don't know what will be their priority going after, you know, they actually initiate all their own updates. Will be private servers first or cross-platform play? Could they do both simultaneously? Honestly, I think that they're going to focus when the time comes on those private servers and mods, and then potentially move on to cross-play stuff. But it could require 2 different teams to really focus on 2 different elements of the game. But yeah, I would expect more news about that as we get into, you know, I would say a year after launch for Fallout 76 for a lot of this stuff to become reality. All right, let's talk about fast travel in PvP. Can you just zip out of fast travel? So Catalyst was saying, so from what we know so far, we have been told that you can fast travel out of a PvP combat engagement. Will you be able to fast travel when in combat with NPCs as well? I sure hope not, as fast travel out of combat is a bit of an immersion breaker. Very good point there. And P. Hines says, you can fast travel when you're being attacked by someone you don't want to engage with. Example, they're trying to murder you. Once you're willing to engage in a PvP fight, the other player is now treated like any other enemy. You can't fast travel when there are enemies nearby. So good, that's not an exploit really. But it is nice to know you can have an out if you don't want a PvP. You can instantly fast travel just like that. That's something I did not really highlight about PvP. So yes, there's that. And then also, if you die, remember, if you do die from someone that is considered a murderer, you can also block them so you are not seen. Also, let's talk about photo sharing. So John says this, looking forward to Fallout 76. Just one question. Can you save any of your photos you take in the game? I'd love to be able to save and share them on Twitter. And Pete Hines responded saying, yes. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to share my photos. I'm going to be sharing them constantly out on Facebook and Twitter and elsewhere. So yeah, can't wait for that one. Especially, I hope to get a good photo with a nuclear bomb going off in the background. That's the one you really want to get. All right, now it's time to go over your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below for a chance for it to end up in a video. All right, so Yagnis Salko, or whatever it is, says, imagine surviving nuclear blast and radiation for 25 years only to die from airborne Ebola. That would be terrible. Also, imagine emerging from this vault after all those years and dying by a mole rat. I think that right there would be even worse. Talk about just horrible insult. All right, next up we have even Rios, who says, I really hope this game came and can stay for a couple of years. I remember a couple of years ago, my pals and I were talking about how great it would have been to have an online Fallout game. And now, finally, it's around the corner. And we are so hyped about it. Congratulations on the channel. I see your videos every day. Thanks, man. Yeah, I have the same sentiment. I'm personally hyped about exploring this world and also running into other players and playing with the group consistently. That's something I'm looking forward to big time. And also, you know, making new friends as well in this universe is going to be, I hope if they get all the issues ironed out, it should be a good time. We'll see what happens with the beta. All right, next top comment comes from That Horror Show, who says, today I saw over 2 hours of gameplay between channels, and I noticed the game is more about the pursuit of more power. Leveling up as soon as possible. People are complaining a lot, but the game is about survival. There's so much to explore, shoot, and do. I'm really into it, and I'm dying to play. Unfortunately, I'm last in line waiting for the PC version. Yeah, I know, man. I really wish the PC version was coming out alongside everything else. In terms of the beta, of course. Talk about the beta only here. All the platforms are basically launching nearly at the same time, except for Xbox getting some, early access stuff before everyone else. But I think at the end of the day, PC, in terms of performance, is going to be where it's at. But I think this game is also going to be enjoyable on every platform. Again, I do think that a lot of us that are on console and will remain on console into the next generation, I'm talking about PS5 and the next Xbox, will be rebuying this game if they do a remaster. And honestly, I'm expecting that to happen when the PS5 and next Xbox is announced. All right, Thomas Veto says, I have a question. If someone knows, so in the trailer he has a flintlock and shoots off someone's arm, but still lived, what would happen, if he would have let him live, just left, would your character die or walk without any arm till you die? Ha 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 ha. That is a very devious ha 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 there at the end. So what we do know about being downed in the game is basically you do go into that downed status, whatever, and you have about 30 seconds until someone can revive you. But if you're missing an arm, I'm thinking, and this is just my opinion, that it would potentially, just regrow, I guess you would say, if you get back up to full health. There's going to be a lot of different status effects as you play this game, of course, in terms of disease, injuries, broken arms, and stuff like that you're going to have to be taken care of. But I don't think that's going to be a thing where you're walking around without an arm. All right, guys, there you have it. All the latest about Fallout 76. Let me know if you guys are in the stress test. Remember, stick to that NDA. I highly recommend it because they may be running betas for some really cool games in the future that I know you want to be a part of. You don't want to be banned from Bethesda's programs and even that Xbox Insider. So, highly recommend sticking to that NDA. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned here to Open World Games for more Fallout 76. Remember, subscribe, smack that bell notification icon to get videos about Fallout 76. And yes, follow me on Facebook.com/openworldgames. Open World Video Games, excuse me. because I would love for you guys to come in and say hello. I really enjoy seeing someone come in and say, hey, I've watched your Fallout video. It's me from, your video. So that's always great to talk to you guys and chill and hang out. And I'm streaming some really fun games as well. And yes, of course, we're going to be streaming Fallout freaking 76. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you soon enough in the Wasteland. Take it easy, guys.